Good morning, all empathic, sensitive souls. How was your Easter? Mine was filled with food, family, and we had a games night and then a movie night. So it was very enjoyable. We played, what did we play? I think we just played an entire round of Mexican train dominoes. It was hilarious. It was just me and my great niece, and we really enjoyed the time and laugh and giggle and I'm not winning. And then she beats my socks off for 3 or 4 games in a row. Like, whatever. So it was quite fun. We had a good time. Last week we had that Storms Field card, and the beginning of the week was pretty stormy, pretty rocky at work, and things seemed to calm down and settle down. By Good Friday, it was really quiet because a lot of our customers were closed, even though we were open. So it kind of settled down, and I was okay with that. I was trying not to get caught up in any of the dramatic emotions that like to fly around there. And I did pretty good about staying back and out of the drama because they like to pull you in. And I have a coworker that will call me or email me, and she starts with, "Do you believe they did this?" And, "Well, this is my morning email complaint, so then maybe stuff will start flowing in." That's not how it works, but and you just roll your eyes and okay, whatever. And then she gets upset because I don't play along. I have better things to do. I'm trying to keep my vibe high. I don't want to dip down into the complaint category. That's just not fun. So now we're going to see what the universe has in store for us this week. Whoa. Talk about a one-ring circus. Sometimes that is what work and life can feel like. Not my circus, not my monkeys. When you have to keep reminding yourself of that statement, sometimes you just wonder what is going on. Because a lot of times, isn't that such a pretty card? I love this card. A one-ring circus. Instead of a 3-ring circus, a one-ring circus. You are capable and competent. That statement there speaks volumes to me. Because when we know that we ourselves inside, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of us, what we think of ourselves, if we think we are capable and competent, then by gosh, we are. And no matter what goes on at work, it's not going to rattle us. And I'm finally getting to that point in my life where all the drama can unload at work, and sometimes I get caught in the outside little spins of it, but I don't sink straight down into that spiral pit of despair. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be bad. And it's always caused by all the other people's emotions and the emails and the phone calls and they like to stir up the drama because it makes it exciting. Because quite frankly, work is rather dull and unimaginative and can be very, dare I say, boring at times. And they like to stir up trouble because then it makes it exciting. And even when my coworkers tell me about things that happen in their personal life, it's always to create drama, to create effect. It's like I don't want to be on this movie set anymore. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable, and moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. And starting every morning saying those positive affirmations, I am more than good enough. I, I am capable and competent. I am smart. I can figure this out. I've got this figured out. and say it to yourself. Say it out loud in the mirror. I say it on the drive to work. I say it brushing my teeth with the wrong hand, which really is confusing to my brain because I can't. It's not normal. It's not natural. But by saying those things as I'm attempting to brush my teeth with the non dominant hand toothbrushing teeth, it makes a huge difference in how it sinks into your brain, how it sinks into your subconscious, which then it's amazing how it plays out in your life throughout the day, the week, the month, the year. And if you keep it up, especially in the morning, looking yourself in the eye in the mirror makes a huge difference. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries. And that is super hard for those of us that are empaths because we don't want others to feel what we have been through. So we try to pave the way and make it easy for everybody else. Be careful about your partnerships. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kinds of relationships and will attract people who mirror back to you wholeness, your innate capability and competency and confidence and love and kindness, right? As an empath, we do a lot of mirroring, and that's why a lot of people get upset and angry with us and have issues with us because a lot of times we mirror back to them what they themselves have issues with or problems with, and they don't like that. I find that happens to me a lot with management. They don't like how I make them feel, which it's not something I purposely do. They're just not happy with me. Because for whatever reason, the energy that I give off makes them feel something that they're not comfortable with. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything, and you don't need a partnership to do it. It is a one ring circus. So if you think you have monkeys, that's okay. All of us do. We all have little monkeys that chatter and jump and sometimes things can be very disruptive and it's our own mind. But knowing deep down, working on your positive affirmations, working on your inner voice that tells you how awesome you are instead of how horrible you are goes a long way to healing and making you that strong and competent person that you can run your one ring circus and you're okay with it. What's that joke that goes around is don't disturb me, I'm having a staff meeting with the voices in my head, or don't worry, I know the voices in my head, they like me, we're comfortable together. But it's true. And if you're okay with the voices in your head and it's positive, not negative, then you're good. How is that for a Monday morning? That's pretty deep. If you have any questions or problems or concerns, or you really need to work on figuring out how to and achieving a set goal in your life, whether you want to stop talking negatively about yourself, it helps. I've been through it myself. If you want to figure out how to work through the grief process, if you want to figure out how to let go of some of the anger that is surrounding you so you cannot continue to develop, especially in the workplace, personal life too, but work on the emotions that surround all of this. If you are feeling stuck and you're just like, day in, day out, time to make the donuts, it can help. As an intuitive emotional healer, that's my job, that's my jam, this is what I do. I hope you all have a fantastic Monday. Remember, it's your circus. Step into your authentic self. You control the monkeys that is in your circus. I hope you all have a fantastic Monday. I will check in on Wednesday. Oh, by Friday, I will not be available on Friday. I have errands to run at before the crack of dawn. So I will be out of commission for the entire day on Friday, but I will check in the following Monday and we'll start another week. Right now, I'll be back on Wednesday, so I will see you at that time. Bye for now, everyone.